saranam gacchami. Dharmam saranam gacchami. Sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami. Dharmam saranam gacchami. Sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami. Dharmam saranam gacchami. Sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami. Dharmam saranam gacchami. Sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami. Dharmam saranam gacchami. Sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami. Dharmam saranam gacchami. Sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami. Dharmam saranam gacchami. Sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami. Dharmam saranam gacchami. saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami, buddham saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami, buddham saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami, buddham saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami, buddham saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami, buddham saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami, buddham saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami, buddham saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami, buddham saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami, Buddham saranam gacchami, Dharmam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami, Buddham saranam gacchami, Dharmam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami, Buddham saranam gacchami, Dharmam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami, Buddham saranam gacchami, Dharmam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami, Buddham saranam gacchami, Dharmam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami, Buddham saranam gacchami, Dharmam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami, Dharmam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami, Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Dharmam Saranam Gacchami. Sangham Saranam Gacchami. Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Dharmam Saranam Gacchami. Sangham Saranam Gacchami. Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Dharmam Saranam Gacchami. Sangham Saranam Gacchami. Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Dharmam Saranam Gacchami. Sangham Saranam Gacchami. Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Dharmam Saranam Gacchami.
Okay, let's greet to Rinpoche. Good afternoon, Rinpoche.
Oh, good afternoon. So, is there a topic supposed to talk about? Huh? Can the practice of Dharma change destiny? Ayyo. Okay, so let's take this sitting arrangement for example, okay? You are practicing Dharma, right? Can it change your destiny? You come sit down, some sit here, some sit there, don't want to sit near, don't got ghosts, is it? Come sit nearer lah. Sit near me, then, why? Because she, right? Why you like that? Why you don't let them sit near? See? Come sit near me. Then change your destiny. Okay? So, okay, so, but I'm sorry, practicing Dharma cannot change your destiny. Practice Dharma cannot change your destiny. Okay? Because if you are just blindly practicing Dharma but not internalizing, it's like, people say your body is weak even if you eat tonics and herb, it cannot absorb. But if you cultivate Dharma, it will change your destiny. But practice Dharma will not change your destiny. Because there's a big difference between cultivation and practice. There are many people who like to practice Dharma. For example, they want to practice chanting, practice retreat, practice kowtow, prostration, practice do many mantra, practice do many mandala, practice do many things. Sometimes the more they do, the more ting tong they become. Okay? What does it mean by ting tong? It means they say, oh, I do so much, I never get. That person come only, offer 3 stick incense, strike 4D. I do so much, I got more I practice, I got more problem. Alright? So, what I want to say is this, it is very common. For those of you who are lucky, then it is said, more you practice Dharma, you realize actually you got problem. But for those people who ordinary good karma is very strong, for them they just come pray, then they strike 4D. Then they say, oh, very good. That one is a normal ripening of good karma. When the good thing happen, apparently is a ripening of good karma. But when you practice Dharma, then you feel that, oh, you know, if I don't practice Dharma, I'm more free. I do whatever I want. I don't feel bad. But when you practice Dharma, you say, oh, I practice Dharma, that I feel uneasy, I don't feel good, I this and that. That actually is good blessing. Why? It means you start to be aware. I once have a very naughty student who asked me very blatant questions at my face type, you know. So he came out asking, why practice Dharma? I got more problem. Why? I said very simple. Because he's the naughty type. Naughty student must use naughty method to teach them. Then immediately they understand. You know how I answer? Because that person really want to like that me, you know, right? Pinch and twist some more. I said, you know, with awareness, you know what to do and what not to do, right? It's just whether you want to do or don't want to do, right? Correct or not? So then he say, yeah, it says the same one. If you have awareness and you know what to do or what is beneficial, but you anyhow do, the result will also come. Right? He said, give me example. I say, okay lah. I say, you're not married. I say, you are not married. Okay. What if you go out and have and do all the funny things, unprotected sex and everything, if your girlfriend will get pregnant or not, then what happened to you? I just told him very straight in the face. If you have unprotected sex, will your girlfriend get pregnant? Then he said, I said, isn't that awareness? Isn't that awareness? Isn't that understanding? So, I told this person very straight, very direct, on the purpose of saying that when you have awareness, and when you cultivate Dharma, you will have a natural sense of awakening that, you know what is something called conscience to benefit others. And it is not about doing the right thing. It's not about doing the right thing. What binds us really down? What binds us really down is to do the right thing. For those of us who are over 40 years old, over 50 years old, worse. Over 60 years old, sure kena already. Okay? What is it? It means when we were young, definitely we hear from our elders in the family, do the right thing. Correct? Right? Yeah. It must be correct. Even you don't like, you also have to do it because it's called do the right thing. Right? Oh, so you do the right thing, but sometimes you do the right thing, you feel worse. Isn't it? I give you what is a good example of called you do the right thing but you feel worse and you feel regret your whole life. But it's called do the right thing, huh? You want to know? Do you want to know? Or better don't know. So if you don't know, then no problem. Okay? You want to know? I tell you what is it. It is called, you got a pet. Or you got family member. Very, very old, very sick. You do the right thing. Called, put my pet to sleep. Or pull the plug off my loved one. I see them suffering so much, I pull the plug. I cannot bear that they suffer. You cannot bear they suffer, or they can bear the suffering because they actually fighting, want to try to live well. You know, yesterday, pet blessing, right? 900 over animals, at least, almost 1,000. So many come, the owner come, they bring the ashes of their pets who passed away. And they ask, please bless that my loved one can go to Pure Land. I say, then they tell me, say, oh, they're much suffering because their pet was very sick and they have no choice, and they put the pet to sleep. That is called do the right thing, you know. The pet really suffering. The vet say your pet very suffering, you know. You put your pet to sleep. This is called do the right thing. So your father, mother, brother, sister, grandma, anybody very suffering at the bed, and then you pull the plug lah, do the right thing. Something very deep inside us here is called connection. You know? Yeah. When I was young, somehow in my whole of my primary school, I want to tell you this story. It happened to me. I knew something bad is going to happen to me when I was 13 years old. When I become 13 years old. Why, I don't know. But 13 years old, my dog suddenly got bitten by some insect or whatever. My pet dog. And then had very bad, it developed into mange. Right, the skin and all the things start falling off. But I love my dog so much, you know. My dog, you know, cut the long story short, my dog is the kind of dog that will know when is morning school, when is afternoon school, when is Saturday and Sunday. No need to wake me up. Was a pup. Right? My dog sleeps in the kitchen. When my parents go to bed, they will jump over the fence, jump over the block, this thing that block the kitchen, and they jump up on my bed and sleep next to me. 13 years old time, he developed this. And then my father said, oh, bring to the vet. And bring to the vet said, oh, so terrible, this and that, right? And then it became a situation where my father asked me to go out of the room, and then the vet injected, and then my dog passed away. My dog, you know, really, what's my dog's name? He lived up to his name. His name is called Buddy. He was my buddy. On the 7th day he passed away, on the 6th night, right, I dreamt I was still doing homework, sitting there, and my dog put his face on my lap and look at me, say bye-bye. This is called do the right thing. Then from that time in my life, I say, I don't want to do the right thing. I want to do my heart thing. If dog have to die, I carry my dog. You know why I cry? Because I know the vet going to kill my dog. My father is very adamant. I cry. My dog, what did my dog do? My dog climb up to me and lick my tears. Don't cry. Then what is called do the right thing? So don't teach people, say, do the right thing or this is the right thing. I don't believe in it. But rather, I want to share with you, do something that you know in your heart that is love, that is care, that is meaning. You understand now? It's not about doing the right thing, you know. You here already also feel difficult, right? So, this is called doing the kind thing, not doing the right thing. Do the right thing is everybody must do, very serious now, teaching this. So thank you for the kindness of the tissue paper. But this is called do the kind thing. When people ask you, right or wrong, choose not about being right. I'd rather choose what is being kind. When we suffer because of Dharma practice, always give yourself chance. It means this definitely is my new life. I practice Dharma. It takes many lifetimes for bodhicitta to grow. But love, compassion and kindness, all of us feel naturally, you know. Am I right? We all feel. Whether Indian, Malay, Chinese, whatever the race, or Filipino, love, compassion, kindness is the real thing. Being correct, being right, being the right thing to do, the right way to do, this one is the one that causes suffering. So when we look at Buddha, what is the purpose of studying the Dharma? It's really to help us to feel this heartfelt, natural heartfelt feeling of love, compassion and kindness again. There are many people who study the Dharma by indigestion. All religion also got people like that one. All religion, many people, they study the religious books and everything, but end up being fanatic, only concerned about being right. But when I tell you my real story about, do the right thing, I don't believe in it. You hear already, you also feel difficult, right? Right? So now, this is the teaching. Feel for all sentient beings. Don't think for them. Okay? Feel for all sentient beings. What I saw, always think of my buddy, was he knew he was going to die. He can sense everything. But he climbed up and licked my tears and kissed me goodbye. Yeah. And he let me hear the moment he died, when the doctor injected him. He let out a yelp in pain. And the doctor carried his body. Let me see. I cried my heart out. If we cannot protect our loved one, how to protect all beings? So that's why we want to cultivate loving kindness and compassion and Buddha's teaching so that we can be a protector for all beings. That's why Kuan Yin, the homage to Kuan Yin is Namo, great compassion and greatly sad one. Okay? But this heart of sadness, what does it really mean? It really means, in English, proper English, it means Namo, Om Namo, homage to the empathetic and compassionate Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara. He empathizes us, he feels for us, and has compassion for all of us. And in Buddhism, it really means a lot to be able to empathize, but don't sink into the maybe not sink, how to say? Don't dissolve into oneness with the emotions of others. So what does it really mean? It means, as a bodhisattva, as a practicing Buddhist who take on bodhisattva vows, we must learn to be like a scuba diver. Or is it called scuba diver? Scuba diving, yeah? Not necessarily just scuba diving. Diver. Wear our glasses, this, what do you call this? Some mask, right? Oxygen tank. Put on the suit with the flipper, right? And an oxygen tank and this. Go inside the water, be with them, but you are not them. You understand? Practice Buddhism with wisdom. Feel for them, see them at the dimension, the angle where they are seeing. As a fish, as an octopus, as a crab, as a this and that. You are there with them, for them. You pray unlike them. You are not them. And you can see, and then you can help them, you can benefit them, build back the corals, build back the this and that. But when you come back to the surface, you're a human being. You breathe air. You don't get wet. Right? You take off the suit, inside your skin is dry. So, to be compassionate, to have empathy, but we also need wisdom. Then we can see at the angle of where they are seeing, with no need to judge them, they are just like that. For example, you cannot judge an octopus for eating crab. Right? Because it's their natural food. If you say that if you judge the octopus, oh, you are so mean, you are so this, you are so that, then you have no compassion for the octopus. Right? So remember, today, does practicing Dharma change your destiny? No. Cultivating this sense of love, compassion with wisdom will change your destiny. Blind faith, blindly following what is the right way is very easy. The right way to practice, the right view, the right this, right that, very easy. Caring for the sick one, caring for the injured one, being there with them, that is difficult. Isn't it? Be the one there for them to listen and to support and to guide and to love. That is meaningful. Just blindly following, oh, what's the right thing to do? What's the best way? What's the correct way? What's the way to do so that I can get the mess out, this and that? If I do this, then what's the good way? All these things are brain problem. Why? Because they already blocked the heart. They don't dare to feel. Everything go here. You understand? Everything go here. So when we practice, you want to change, you want to evolve, it must come from here. Okay? So this is my explanation. Buddha is here. You understand? Buddha we talk about is here. Don't just think here. Don't just think about fulfilling the activity, but not from here. Right? Then it becomes meaningful. Then it becomes something that is beyond good and bad, but with a purpose and with the heart to think and feel how I can make the whole world a better place, and your destiny automatically will evolve. Alright? Thank you. Thank you for coming. Okay? I wish your life be meaningful and good. Okay? I pray for all of you, and that your heart open up. Be brave to heal your childhood traumas, your fears. Be brave to face your own self. Okay? And be brave to recognize and accept our past and live a meaningful every day. Every day is a new day. And your life is only one day. Because yesterday is dead. Tomorrow the reincarnation of tomorrow haven't come. Today so far is your day. So you are alive every day. One day at a time. Okay? Thank you.
Okay,
I
thank
pray
you.
for you. You pray for me. And we all work together. I got I received the news from the authorities that we are allowed to tear down this building, but maintain the heritage part to rebuild and repair this building yesterday. So it's good news. So pray we have a successful fundraising, okay, to build back, okay, like that's it. Thank you.
So, any questions from the floor? Oh, Sonia. Super, I have one question. So just now you say that Buddhism, the Dharma practice cannot change our destiny. So does it mean that it's already cast in stone?
Yes, cast in stone. Only the water from your tears and the hardened chisel from your hardened chisel from your own determination, the water from your tears, okay, can change your destiny. Thank you.
Any more questions?
So okay, everyone please rise. Offer 3 prostrations.
Bhutam saranam gacchami, Dharmam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami, Bhutam saranam gacchami. saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami.